All right, what's up, folks? How's everyone doing today? So, yeah, that literally just fucking happened. Um, I don't even know how to begin it because it was atrocious. I definitely did not see him panning out that way. Um, yeah, 44-21 was the final. Mahomes completely dominated us. He clearly showed it today that Tyreek Hill doesn't really matter for him. I mean, I knew somehow, some way, this team was probably going to lose. If you look at my prediction, you guys can obviously tell that I had us losing.
Where should
Yeah.
I start?
By the way, guys, that link was only for Awesome Kid, so don't tap it. Just so you guys know.
Where should I start, bro?
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't know where to begin, but I have some banners here just to help me start this off. All right. First one, and probably the most atrocious one, is the game thoughts. I mean, we started off terrible. Right off the bat, Kansas City goes up 14-0, and then after that, we answer with James Conner rushing in a touchdown. And then we
Yeah,
didn't score. We didn't score, I believe, until it was 37-7.
yep. It was
So,
just
I mean,
all of it was horrible.
you guys know me. I like to start off with our damn offense. Kyler Murray, as much, I mean, 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm not even going to blame this game on him. I'm not. I'm not even going to blame it on him. You want to know why? Just
The
because
defense.
it was okay, yeah, I'll get to that soon. I'm not even going to blame him for it because it was our offensive line. We were missing Justin Pugh. Even from the start, Kyler Murray was getting sacked. He was getting blitzed. He had to run out of the pocket so many times. It was annoying and ridiculous. And the only guys that showed up today for our offense were James Conner and Greg Dortch. I mean, this dude, Greg Dortch, was our leading receiver, which is unacceptable because this dude was, like, before week one, this dude was debated about getting cut and not even being on this team anymore. Like, this dude, like, Hollywood Brown, I even said in my other video that he's on a new team for the very first time. So chances are he's not going to get used to the playbook that quick, especially from going to a run first team to a kind of a pass first team. But, I mean, shit. Hold on, I forgot to put something else on here. All right, that's the ticker. But yeah, all I really saw in the offense was James Conner, Greg Dortch, Benjamin in the fourth quarter. We scored twice in the fourth, too. So, yeah, we didn't really show up at all in this game. But I don't know, Austin Kid, what do you think?
All I'm gonna say is, Jesus, man, like they can at least like try to like you said, like Marcus Brown. See, he wasn't like he's not used to the team yet. So
Yeah. But, yeah, and that's injuries, too. That's another
yeah,
topic I'll get to in a second here.
yeah.
But there's a lot
And
of
when and more, yeah. Well, we didn't we had like our key player, JJ Watt was out, Moore was out.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah, those are my thoughts. At the end of the day, it's just one game. We got the Vegas Raiders next week, so we'll see. Hopefully, this loss kind of wakes us up a little bit for future purposes. I predicted us losing this game, and I'm still super pissed off about it. But that's just how it is being a fan of this fucking team. You can never be happy. But the next topic is the studs and duds. Not that there's that many studs for today's game, but I think the biggest stud for today's game was fucking James Conner. I mean, he's like the only guy on our offense that really showed up. Greg Dortch, our leading receiver, he had like 60, 70 yards, somewhere around there. Dennis Gardeck, he had a fumble recovery. He almost had a sack. I'll give Marcus Golden some credit. Even though he didn't really get a sack, he did put some pressure on Patrick Mahomes, which caused a couple, plays where he had to just throw the ball up and hope his receiver would come down with it. But am I missing any studs? I don't think I am.
and that was probably the only people that was actually doing something.
There wasn't that many. I mean, Jesus. Like, I didn't expect, like, I thought we were gonna lose. I didn't expect us to lose by this much. It's like, um I forgot to talk about our defense actually. But I mean, like, dude, the duds though. I'm gonna start off with Byron Murphy. Like this dude, I don't know what I mean. Like Marco Wilson was on Juju the entire game, and Isaiah Simmons, who's another dud in my opinion, was on Travis Kelce, who scored right off the bat. And Byron Murphy, I have no idea where he was. He had a couple key tackles, but for the most part, just our entire secondary in general. It
Like
just
yeah, like our whole
Yeah, like our
defense.
entire secondary in general. That's the fucking dud of this game right here. I mean, Mahomes had 5 passing touchdowns on us.
Mm.
And
I
like,
think yeah, bro. Like I think a rookie on the Chiefs scored on us too.
yeah, the running back, I think,
Yeah,
or yeah, the running back Pacheco or some
like
shit
that's
like
how
that.
bad we were.
Yeah, he scored. He had a touchdown. Edwards Hilaire had 2 touchdowns. Kelsey had 1 touchdown. I forgot who the fifth one was, but yeah, I mean it was just bad. I mean, like our pass rush wasn't good, but it wasn't necessarily bad either. The thing is, we just couldn't get a sack down. We were blitzing
Yeah,
Mahomes pretty
yeah,
good, just couldn't get the fucking sack. Like Marcus Golden, I don't even know I can't even count the amount of times he hit Patrick Mahomes in today's game. He just didn't even get a fucking sack.
yeah,
Like
bro.
that's just the difference. Mahomes just threw the ball up in the air, and our secondary failed tremendously, even when Mahomes had to throw it away. It's pathetic. Like our entire
Mm.
defense. I'm not even
Mm.
gonna blame Kyler Murray. I'm not.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't blame him. Like he
I'm not even
tried his
Kyler Murray.
best.
And I know people are gonna shit on him after this game, but I'm not blaming him. You know why? His O line
Mm.
played garbage today. We're missing Justin Pugh, who has been injury prone for like the past 2-3 years. Um, we're missing Hopkins. Obviously, he's not going to be back for quite some time, so we'll see how we adjust to that.
Mm.
Hollywood Brown didn't show up once again. It's his first game in a new team. He's not going to show up. He's not going to be good right off the bat on a brand new team. Because he's not that kind of receiver unless you're Devontae Adams or AJ Brown, who had a hell of a game.
Yeah,
Fucking who else am I missing? Rondale Moore was out.
Daniel Moore is.
Antoine Wesley playing? I didn't see him anywhere today.
Yeah, I didn't like.
I didn't see him
I
anywhere,
didn't
and
even see him.
I didn't see Zach Ertz until like the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Like what the? Yeah, like what the hell are they doing?
It's like goddamn. And by the way, for you guys that are just now hopping in, just so you know, that link was only meant for Awesome Kid, so don't tap it. It's only for Cardinal fans to be on here, but no offense to you guys. I respect you guys though, but yeah, that's where I'm at for the studs and duds.
Mm.
I just don't fucking get it. Like it is one game. This probably trying to get the rust off of this team, but it's like Jesus. The Niners, or no, not the Niners. The fucking Chiefs. I mean, like,
Like I get it. It's the Chiefs,
yeah,
but
I'll give them
I
credit.
didn't think.
I'll give them credit. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be honest. I still hate their fan base and all, but I'll give them credit where it's due. They came to play, um, and we just sucked tremendously. That's just how it is. We move on. We got Vegas. Next topic. What we need to improve on. Obviously, there's a lot. This topic should be
Oh
a lot.
yeah. Our offensive line, our
Yep.
defense.
Yep. Just start off right there. Our offensive line, our defense. Once again, I'm not blaming Kyler Murray for this game. I'm not. He didn't even throw an interception. He didn't even have a turnover. I mean, like there was one drive on our offense where we fumbled twice and we were fortunate enough to get the ball back.
Yeah, well,
I
we
think
didn't even.
I think James Conner fumbled once, and then it was either Hollywood or Greg Dortch who fumbled again and got the ball back. It's like goddamn.
Yeah,
And this
bro.
dude Hollywood only had 4 catches. Like
Yeah.
without Hopkins and more, you need to get this guy involved more.
Well,
Whether it,
we got like a turnover, and they still didn't do nothing with the ball. Well,
I
we
know,
were
like
close
whether
at the goal line.
okay, listen. Whether it's Hollywood's first game or not, you need to get him involved. He needs to get used to this new playbook. He needs to get used to this brand new team. He has history with Kyler Murray. He can do it. Like he can do it. And in the set, like when for the most part, when he was getting targeted, he was doing pretty good. He wasn't missing
Yeah, like he wasn't missing any. Like he
like
actually did
everyone.
good.
And listen, I know it's only week one. Everyone was saying Hollywood was going to drop so many passes this year, but I mean, shit. For the few times he was targeted, he didn't drop shit today.
Yeah,
So
like that was the most surprising thing.
yeah,
Marcus Brown is not like bad. He's not
like,
bad.
and Hollywood and Kyler, they're not being blamed for this game. It's just, and matter of fact, the only thing for the offense I'm really blaming is our offensive line. That's really all
Yeah,
I'm blaming
like
for.
no blocking whatsoever.
No blocking whatsoever. I don't even know why we brought Max Garcia back. This dude is fucking garbage. I don't even
Yeah,
know if he played. I don't even know if he replaced Justin Pugh today. I don't think he did. But if, like, regardless of that, this dude is trash. Like, how many bad snaps did he give to Kyler that caused him the fumbles and shit, like, right off the snap last year? Like, so many. And
maybe
one
at
of them,
least like 5 or 6
I know. And
years ago.
even today with Rodney Hudson, there were a couple snaps where Kyler fumbled, like, and we lost about 5 yards or something like that. So, I mean, shit, like, this is like, I don't even know. I don't even, listen, it is week one. I'm not that mad about it. I'm
Yeah,
mad
like I knew we were
about
gonna lose,
it.
but I wasn't. I didn't think we were gonna lose like that bad.
I came into this game prepared to lose, and we lost. So, and we suck at home once again. So I don't know what's our deal at home. Clearly, when we're on the road, we love playing football. So, I mean, shit, whoever, against the Raiders, who knows? We made, pull it off. But we'll get to that preview later. But the next topic is the positive. Not that there's that many, but I mean, shit.
Yeah, man. Well, it just.
I mean, the positives, I'll give Hollywood credit. Hollywood, for the few times he was targeted, he made plays. So I'll give him that. What's up, TOP? How you doing, Bram? Congrats on your win, by the way. But yeah, for the few times Hollywood was targeted, he made plays. I'll respect that. Dennis Gardeck, who was supposed to be our replacement for Chandler Jones, he came to play. I think Juju, yeah, it was Juju who he strip tackled.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He got
yeah,
the ball.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So I mean, for the most part, a couple of our guys did play good. Marcus Golden too. He caused a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Even though when he threw the ball up, there were still some plays made. Um, you know, it is what it is. The Marcus Golden, even like he was dealing with an injury for what, a month, and he came to
Mm,
play. So
mm.
that's all we can really look for.
The positive I'm gonna say is, I mean, we did cause some turnovers on the
Yeah,
against the Chiefs, so
caused
that
a
was
couple.
a positive.
Mahomes for some reason doesn't throw interceptions in the season opener, so that wasn't really surprising, especially with our secondary. And that's another thing too. And this is actually the next topic: the fucking injuries.
Yeah, man. JJ
Like,
Watt, Wendell Moore, it
yeah,
was
J.J. Watt,
important.
Rondale Moore, D Hop doesn't even count because he's suspended. He should have played today, but fuck the NFL, I guess. Um, who else? Who else didn't play? Byron Murphy was close to not playing. Oh yeah, Myjai Sanders and Trey McBride. Why the hell were they not playing? None of these guys were on the injury report until today.
Yep.
Myjai Sanders and Trey McBride. Like, I never saw any news where they weren't going to play today. Like, why
Mm,
were they not out there on the field? Especially because Zach Ertz didn't do shit today. Where the fuck was Max Williams? Is he still
mm.
injured? Because it didn't say he was inactive today. So where was he at? This dude Cliff Kingsbury gets on my fucking like he doesn't get any of our guys involved.
This is
This dude
why,
Hopkins,
but
like Hopkins and Rondale Moore are out. You need to put other guys out there on the field. I saw Greg Dortch get more snaps than fucking Max Williams, who before he got hurt last year looked like he was going to have a breakout year.
well, yeah, this is why I don't like Kingsbury, bro.
I
Like
know
you
I don't
said,
like him either, but it's like you got to get like we extended you until 2027. Just because we do that doesn't mean you get to fuck around and be like stupid.
like like I
Like
said, we should have fired him a long time ago.
Kingsbury and Steve Keim, I don't even know why we extended them. I mean, you know what? I'll give them the benefit. It is only week one. We were kind of, you know, then again, we shouldn't have gotten annihilated by this much, but Marco Wilson did get hurt as well. So I don't even know who our DB1 is going to be next week. Like, we're going to have to pick up guys from the practice squad or something like that, or we're going to have to. I don't know. We need to do something. Our secondary, like, sucks. Like, ever since Patrick Peterson left.
Or
It's been
this is why I was saying, like, why did we did something in the off season? If you
I
could
know
have
we
just
didn't do much in the offseason. Like a lot of us fans were thinking we were at least going to make a move, and we did trade for Trayvon Mullen, but he didn't play either. So I don't know why he didn't play because he literally just arrived to the team. So I don't understand what was wrong with that. But I mean, like all these injuries, it's not even week one. Like my question is, how is this happening? Like during practice, yeah, but and I think Rondale Moore he got hurt like a couple days before game day. Like, why are you using Rondale Moore so much during practice right before week 1? Like, this is supposed like Rondale Moore was supposed to be our deep threat. He was, I wouldn't really say wide receiver 1 because I think Hollywood was going to be that regardless. But I thought, by the way, Rondale was looking in training camp, he probably could have changed the game for us today. I'm not saying we would have won, but I'm saying he would have at least made the offense look different, and we probably would have at least been more competitive than what we were in the first 3 quarters.
Exactly. Like, I'm
just saying, like, we're picking, like, we're not even, like, I'm looking for something to build off, but there's nothing to build off of right now, especially after the way we played today.
No, like, what can you say? Like, what?
Like, I swear, we had to have been the worst defense out of everybody this week.
Well, the Jaguars played better than us.
The Jags scored. I mean, granted, they played Washington, who fucking sucks, but I mean, hey, Washington, yeah, their pass rush is good, but we're not talking about that. But I mean, can you really name a defense that played worse than us?
Nobody.
I don't think maybe the Rams, but I mean, the Bills are actually,
Yeah, it's the Bills, so
I mean, we did play the Chiefs though, so I mean, hey, I didn't expect Mahomes to throw 5 touchdowns on us. But in season openers, Mahomes has always been good. So, I mean, shit. The least we could have done is at least give us, like, I came into this game prepared to lose, and that's what happened. But I didn't think we were going to give up this much to Patrick Mahomes.
Like 44, like 44. That's like.
Okay, like my question to the people in the chat, you can answer this if you want. So Antonio Hamilton was supposed to be our DB2, but then he had a non-football injury, which only happens to us, basically. DeAndre Hopkins, which, I mean, I don't know. Do you think if we had Rondale Moore and if Antoine Wesley actually got snaps, do you think we could have at least made it a close game? Awesome kid. Like,
I mean, yeah. I think so, but.
Yeah, exactly, David. David, and I'm about to get to that. The whole damn NFC West is going to start 0-1. I'm actually going to get to that pretty quickly. But this is a big topic because, like, no offense, David, no offense to any Niner fans that may be in here, but we're starting to turn into them as far as injuries. Like, normally the Niners are the ones that are supposed to deal with injuries before the season starts. Like, I mean, J.J. Watt, everyone knew he wasn't going to play a full season, so I didn't think he was going to be out the first game. I thought he would have at least played 5 or 6 maybe. But I also heard some news that the team is keeping it safe. I heard J.J. Watt did want to play today, but the team's keeping it safe. They want him fully healthy for the second half of the season at least, which, yeah, we're definitely going to need to be healthy at that point because Kingsbury fucking chokes.
Yeah, he sucks. Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, he chokes more than a porn star in the second half of the season. But yeah.
Yep. Well, look at his card record.
I mean, injuries are going to happen. They're a part of the game. I just hope nothing happens to Kyler because normally something does happen to him, especially with his shoulder or his ankle or anything like that. I mean, he's only played 1 full season, and that was his rookie year. And he even in his rookie year, he was injured too.
Yeah.
But that was towards the end of the season. We weren't really doing much. We weren't really playoff contenders. So what was the point, really? Yeah. And I want to talk about our head coach a little bit. And before I do that, we need to talk about our fucking division.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, first off, the Rams. If you guys look at my prediction video, I thought the Bills were going to win in a close game. I had it being like 34-31 or 37-31, somewhere around there. But, I mean, damn, like, Jalen Ramsey.
Like, I think we might become the NFC East.
The NFC East? I mean, if the Cowboys win against Tampa Bay, which I don't know what the score of that is right now, but if they beat Tampa Bay, that entire division is 1-0. And normally we're the division that's supposed to be 1-0.
No, we're supposed to be one of the most competitive divisions.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you had, like, a couple of years ago, if you were first place in the NFC East, it was not something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Now that could be the case. I mean, the Titans did miss a field goal. The Giants, And I predicted it an upset too. It was a big upset though. The Titans technically should have won that game. Their kicker just missed a field goal, but back to our division.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey, I actually read a stat that he's allowed 4 touchdowns in his last 6 games, including the postseason last year. And before that, before giving up all those touchdowns, he went 65 consecutive games without giving up a deep touchdown reception.
Yeah, bro.
And that's
Yeah.
crazy. So to be honest, I don't know if Father Time's catching up with him or whatever, but we'll see where that goes. For that Rams game, Aaron Donald, he was supposed to retire, but apparently the NFL never got news about it, so he's going to play at least one more year. So, but they did play the Bills. I didn't expect them to only put up 10 points though. But that's the division struggles. That's just what we're going to be talking about for a little bit. I'll get to the Niners next, but I think the Rams, as Cooper Kupp said, regroup and respond, which they're definitely going to respond against Atlanta next week. There's no doubt about that. But Atlanta, they almost beat the Saints today, but the Saints came back and won. Michael Thomas had 2 touchdowns that game. So obviously Atlanta's defense isn't really going to be that strong against the Rams. So Rams are definitely going to go 1-1 next week. At least they should. Anything can happen in the first 3-4 weeks, but the Rams should get that win. But with that being said, Rams 0-1. The entire division is going to be 0-1.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Niners. We need to talk about that.
The Niners, what happened, man? I know,
and granted, I'm glad you guys lost. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm happy that you lost. But
we got a couple Bear fans that love to talk shit. But hey, I'll give them credit. I was doubting the Bears heading into this game, and they were able to pull off with the win. So I'll give them credit for it. By the way, guys, make sure to like up the stream. There's 9 people in here.
Make sure you like up the stream, bro.
Yeah, make sure you like it up. Appreciate it. But I actually saw. I think it was the first half I saw the Bears game, or the first 3 quarters, maybe.
Yeah.
The first. Okay, so at halftime it was what 7-0.
I think
7-0. Yeah. So the Niners defense, they came to play in that game. Obviously Trey Lance, it's his first full started season this upcoming year, if he does stay healthy the full year. But in this first game, not really impressed. You can't really be impressed with that. I don't know what his exact stats were, but it's not promising. I'm sure there's people out there saying, and I saw Awesome Kid in the chat, he's going to be the Johnny Manziel 2.0 or some shit. But
the last time I checked,
listen, I'm not saying Trey Lance is
for 26 in passing.
Listen, okay, so who are they playing next week? The Rams, the Niners, or no, not the Rams. The
Seahawks.
Who are they playing? The Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks. If Trey Lance struggles against Seattle, whether you guys win or not, if Trey Lance struggles next week, something's going on. Whether it's him, the play calling, all of that, and I'm just saying, Trey Lance doesn't need to be that good because he has a team built around him. He has a good defense who actually came to play for the most part. He has the wide receivers. Deebo Samuel, shout out to Deebo. He helped me out on my fantasy victory today. So shout out to Deebo for that.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, YTC.
I like it. Trey Lance sold why the 49ers kept Jamie G.
Okay, so like I said, I didn't see the entire game, so I don't know what it really was in the second half. David says the coaching staff, 12 penalties for 99 yards. The defense allowed 204 total yards and kept giving them first downs. So when I saw the Bears take the lead at one point, it was like 14-10 or something like that. So I did see it. The Niners were blitzing really well, like for the most part. And, for the most part, their pass rush did pretty good. They had a few sacks from what I saw. And I think there was one rookie on your team. Or no, that was the Bears. There was one guy on your team. I think his name was Tufanga. It's his second year, and he played pretty good. So, for the most part, the Niners pass rush was really good. But when I saw Justin Fields run out of the pocket, the secondary was moving away from all the receivers. I actually saw the first touchdown that Fields threw. He ran out of the pocket. avoided a sack. He looks for a receiver. He literally just chucks it up. He didn't even try to throw for accuracy because there wasn't even a Niner within 20 yards of Dante Pettis on that first touchdown. And no problem. The second touchdown, however, the exact same thing. You left who was that? Who got the second touchdown? I forgot who. St. Brown. He was wide open in the end zone. And I even said too, the way the 49ers are going to struggle defensively, I'm not saying their entire team, defensively, the way they're going to struggle is their secondary. Charvarius Ward had a couple of key penalties on him today too. So I even said too, and I said in one of my predictions when we play them, that if whoever's backstage, I'll let you in a second, but what was I about to say? The way the Niners could beat us is by their pass rush because our O-line is not good. It's not good at all. And it's going to make up for the lack of star safeties, the lack of star defensive backs, etc. Wait, awesome kid. Are you on your different account? All right, I'll put this one backstage. All right.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah. All right, so, but yeah, that's how it is with the 49ers. I mean, I don't know what your guys' injury report is. I don't know who missed today's game. I know George Kittle didn't play today, which was
I know Elijah Mitchell got hurt.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell got hurt too. So basically, RIP my fantasy right there. But that's like I said. I mean, that's normally how it is with the Niners. They don't really start the season off good. They normally make their mojo back second half, just like last year. I also saw a stat that Kyle Shanahan has not made the postseason in consecutive years since being head coach of the 49ers. So I don't know what's going on there. He's obviously not really consistent. But
I mean, they're the same dude that choke.
Yeah, TOP, I do agree.
28-point lead.
And TOP, I said their secondary wasn't good either, but a lot of people didn't really believe me because they got Ward and shit. But see, I don't even think I need to talk about the Seahawks because we all know what's going to happen.
Oh, the Seahawks. Yeah, we know.
So I mean, the 49ers.
They don't have a quarterback.
Listen, before I get to these dirty sea chickens in Seattle, I just need to say I'm not going to hate on Trey Lance yet because it's his first start this season. Like I said, I'm not really going to hate on that many quarterbacks this week because anything can really happen week one. But
yeah.
I mean, Trey Lance, he's in his early 20s. He's not going to be consistent. There's going to be ups and downs in a season for quarterbacks like him. I know there's definitely going to be people saying start Jimmy Garoppolo, start Jimmy Garoppolo, start Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, if you guys want to start him, that's your opinion, but if I were a Niners fan, I would give Trey Lance time to develop. I mean, that was the whole point last year, but he only played 2 games.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you have to, if you want Trey Lance to develop right, like that's another thing too. Like, I don't know why you guys want Jimmy G to start. He's not going to win for you guys. He's just not. He's going to get you wins probably. He's not going to get you playoff wins though. I mean, I'm not saying Trey Lance is going to do that either, but at least this year he probably won't. But you have to let him develop before you criticize him. That's just where I'm at. I mean, it's the same thing with all these other quarterbacks, but once again, it's week 1. I'm sure the Niners are going to bounce back against the Seahawks next week. So
yeah,
I mean, Russell Wilson he's not there anymore to own you guys. So, but okay. Well, speaking of Seattle, let's kind of talk about a preview for that game tomorrow. So, Russell Wilson coming back to Seattle. Chances are the entire division is going to be 0-1, which is another good thing for us. I mean, like, we got annihilated, but a good part from it was that our division got annihilated too this week, or at least if Seattle somehow pulls a shocker, that would just be embarrassing for our division. But that's Seattle. Should I even be wasting my time on Seattle? Like, until their quarterback proves me wrong, which I think is Geno Smith tomorrow. If he can prove me wrong, I mean, he has the receiving core to put up yards, but the Broncos defense, especially their secondary, has always been good. So that's the thing. Like, I predicted the Broncos in an annihilation. So, I mean, that's where I'm at for that game. I predicted it being 35-16, and that could be the realistic score. And it's probably not even going to be close to. Seattle's probably going to score in garbage. So, David says Justin Fields was 8 for 17 for 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. See, that's
yeah.
I mean, you also have to look at the weather that they were playing in. I mean, they weren't really. There were a couple drives where I saw Justin Fields, the Bears in general, actually. It was like they were back in their own territory, and they rammed the ball with David Montgomery on like 3rd and 9, like way back in their own territory. And it wasn't just that drive too. There were a couple other drives where they had to do that because that weather was atrocious. And like that's another thing too. The Niners, they're not used to playing in that weather. So I don't know. That's Chicago kind of had the advantage right there. As you can tell, Justin Fields didn't even need to play good because I knew the Bears' defense was going to be good this year. I knew it was going to be good. I knew their pass rush was going to be good. Their secondary definitely at least showed up for, when it mattered. But TOP, not giving Trey more time last year was a mistake. At least Fields had game experience. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
With Justin Fields, what was he, 2-8 as a starter last year?
Yeah, he wasn't really doing
that record doesn't even matter. It was his rookie year. He needed to get playing time so he can get experience. And because of that, they were a bottom 3 passing team. And, I mean, obviously you can tell today their passing team wasn't that good either. So, Austin K left. But, yeah, as you can clearly tell, their passing defense is probably, for the most part, still not going to be above average. I mean, clearly today they didn't really need it to be because their run game is still going to be pretty good. David Montgomery is going to be good this year. Khalil Herbert's going to be a good backup. So, yeah, for the 49ers, though, that's where I'm at with the Bears. Yeah, your game plan softened up their D-line. But, yeah, and that's how you're able to pick apart the Niners. And Kyle Shanahan just let it get to him again. It's, and listen, I'm not criticizing anyone's team today. It's only week 1. Shit happens week 1. Everyone knows that. I mean, I've seen plenty of past years in our history where we were supposed to win, we were supposed to lose in the first few weeks, and we would pull upsets, we would get annihilated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, shit does happen in the NFL. And for us and for the Niners and for the Rams, that's just what happened. So, obviously there were a few shockers, especially with all of our division. I mean, we weren't expected to lose. I mean, we were expected to lose. I thought the Rams were going to lose. I didn't think the Niners were going to lose, but I mean, this entire division's about to be fucking 0-1. So yeah, all right. See you later, awesome kid. Yeah, thanks for hopping on. If anybody that's a Rams, Niners, or Seahawk fan that wants to hop in here, talk about the division struggles, feel free to do it. But here, I'll actually post the link again for you guys. But I mean, when you look at week 1 in general, right, there were so many teams that weren't even supposed to win. I mean, look at the ties today. The Colts. How the hell do you tie with the Houston Texans? Like how? And I mean, I'll give them credit. They were down 20-3 at one point, and they ended up tying. And once again, guys, I'll get back to talking about my team in a little bit. We're just talking about the division struggles and week 1 in general. For those of you guys that are confused about it, but I mean, like the point I'm trying to make to you guys is it's not that serious. I mean, yeah, it is serious that we lost, but the point I'm trying to make is it's week 1. Hopefully this loss that we took to an above average team, to an elite team, is going to wake our asses up. Kyler Murray's hopefully going to not hop on his fucking Xbox tonight. I mean, it's like, that's another thing too. Kyler Murray, you got paid, man. You need to prove that you're worthy. And once again, I'm not blaming Kyler for this game, but he didn't even crack 200 yards passing. And, he didn't have his receivers, which I understand. I don't even know how long Rondale Moore is going to be out. But with a hamstring issue like that, chances are he's not going to play next week. Maybe not even play against the Rams in week 3. So we just need to have that next man up mentality. And today we just didn't have it. Same thing with our O-line. We had nobody at left guard, really. Justin Pugh dealing with a neck issue, I think. So it's we have a lot of work to do, but I think we can do it week 2. I predicted us to win. Based off of the game that the Raiders had today, I don't really trust Josh McDaniels as a head coach. I don't. Anyone that comes out of the Belichick system is either a make or break, bend or like kind of bend but not break type of coach. So, I mean, that's, for the Raiders, obviously their receiving core is going to eat us up. There's no doubt about that. But if our pass rush can just get some sacks, I mean, did we even have a sack against today? I don't even think anyone's got a sack. I mean, Marcus Golden had a few quarterback hits that caused Mahomes to throw the ball away or just throw it up in the air. I mean, there was so much. We had so many chances, and our secondary just fucked it up for us. And the penalties, too. I forgot to talk about that. The penalties. First play of the game. First play of our 2022 season offensively. We had a penalty. Illegal shift. There were 2 guys moving at the same time. Like, that's the thing when you have an offense like Cliff Kingsbury's. You have to know what the hell you're doing. When you're moving in motion, when you're making adjustments, you need to not jump. Like, you can't. Oh, my gosh. Like, I don't even know where to start when it comes with this dude's play calling. I really don't. I mean, Kingsbury, you know what? I may as well just pull up this topic right here, Cliff Kingsbury. I may as well just pull it up. This coach, every year, starts really good, which, I don't blame him for this loss because it's the fucking Chiefs. But let's see. 2019, he started, 3-3? I mean, shit. Second year, 6-3, finished 8-8. Last year, 10-2, finished 11-6. It's but Kingsbury, you also have to realize ever since he arrived in Arizona, we've been improving record-wise. Now, this year with our schedule, there's a chance we may have a worse record than what we had last year because of our schedule, because of the toughness of our schedule, because of the guys that we lost in the offseason. That's just how it's going to be. We're probably not going to – I could still see us pulling a 7th seed, a 6th place spot in the wild card. I really think we have the ability to do that, especially with the way the NFC is looking on paper right now. I think we can really do that. I mean, to be honest, we can have a terrible record and still win our division, to be honest. I mean, week 1, Lamb's House and Niner Faithful looked like pure and underdog shit today and on Thursday. I mean, we could have easily, if we had actually made adjustments, if we had actually knew what the hell we were doing, we could have taken the division lead in week 1 by default. We could have easily done that. But, I mean, Cliff Kingsbury has to realize that, I mean, you had a chance to win the division last year. All you had to do was beat the Seahawks in the last game, and you fucked up, obviously, and the Rams took over. But if you don't make adjustments and if you don't play call right, we're going to be fucking failing our division chances again. And I'm not saying we should win. We really need to win our division because home field advantage matters, but it's not like we play good at home anyway. So, there's that as well. David, by the way, about his team says this game is a wake-up call. If we can lose to the Trash Bears, we can lose to anyone. Or wait, are you talking about my team or your team? But I feel like both of our teams, this was a wake-up call for both of our teams. The 49ers, I definitely don't see them losing next week. I don't see us losing next week. I mean, once again, David even brought this up too. Josh McDaniels as a head coach doesn't really look promising. He's from the Belichick system. You see guys like Matt Patricia, who was play calling for the Patriots today too, and he was fucking garbage, but that's not the topic. Guys that come from his system don't really tend to do well. I mean, chances are the Raiders offense pours on us just like the Chiefs did. Devontae Adams, he's definitely going to have a field day on us, but it may or may not be enough. I mean, this loss right here clearly sends a message that we need to wait. And, granted, we're not healthy right now. We're not healthy. We're missing Hopkins due to suspension. I get it. I get all of it. But the least we can do is be competitive. I'm not saying that we should have won this game because I knew we were going to lose this game. Part of me knew we were going to lose because I'm a realist. I have faith in my team. Don't get me wrong. I have faith in my team. but I'm also realistic. I did not see us winning this game. The least I had hoped was that this game was competitive. The least I had hoped was that this was a close game. And once again, I'm not blaming Kyler. I'm not really blaming our offense besides the offensive line. Kyler Murray didn't even have a turnover in this game. So I know people are going to want to hate on him after fucking tonight, but look at the big picture. How about you guys go look at the fucking highlights? Because clearly you guys didn't watch today's fucking game if you want to go straight to Kyler at fault. Now, I will say this. Kyler probably should have had more yards. That's his fault. He was getting batted at the line of scrimmage, but, with his height, it's going to happen. There were plays where Kyler hesitated to throw the ball. There was one drive where he missed Greg Dortch for a potential red zone shot to try to bring us closer into the game. But I think it was 30-7 at one point at that point, or 27-7 or 24. I don't know. We were getting annihilated, obviously, but there were a couple plays where I will blame Kyler. He didn't make hesitations. He tried running. He tried running out of the pocket. You had guys like Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, who were completely just bullying him today. But it is week 1, like I said again, and I'll say it over and over again. I'm not trying to hate on Kyler. Sometimes when it's week 1, you need to make adjustments, and that's just what we're going to have to do. This, like David said, this is a wake-up call for his team and for my team, and for a matter of fact, our entire division too, because we all know Seattle's going to fucking get their asses whooped tomorrow. But, I mean, geez, I did not think we were going to allow 5 passing touchdowns. I knew our secondary was going to be bad, but not this bad. I know we're playing an MVP caliber quarterback. I know we're playing a Super Bowl capable quarterback. But when was the last time we allowed 5 passing touchdowns from a quarterback? I don't think we did it at all last year. Year before that, I don't think we did it. Matter of fact, since Kyler and Cliff Kingsbury arrived, I don't think we did that. Our defense is clearly going to be worse than what it was last year. And our run defense was bad, but definitely an improvement from what it kind of was. I'm not saying it was good. It was still bad. Don't get me wrong. Pacheco, the rookie running back, tore us up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 2 touchdowns on us. So the run defense did be garbage like it normally is, but we're taking baby steps as far as that goes. And once again, on our defensive line, we're not fully healthy. So, that's where it is. Corey Davis, if Seahawks win tomorrow, they'll be ahead of the division. Yes, they will, which I don't see it happening. But, a lot of people didn't see teams losing or, matter of fact, tying today. You had guys like the Bengals who had 4 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6. So shit happens in week 1, and it's going to happen in week 2, week 3, week 4. And then after that, that's probably when the predictions will probably actually go through. But Seattle, I'm just saying, I'm a realist. Russell Wilson's going in Seattle. He's probably going to be pissed off at the team for giving up on him like that, even though part of him kind of wanted out probably. And he's going to go out there and dominate. And this will be the first time I'll root for Russell Wilson. We do need the Seahawks to lose tomorrow. I'm not saying they're going to be good this year because I don't think they will. I feel like they'll be the peasants of our division for years to come. So, and that's one of the only good parts about this loss is that it didn't really matter because basically you may as well say our entire division is going to be 0-0 next week because if we win, we're kind of tied for first because I can see the Niners winning next week. I definitely see the Rams winning next week. And if we beat the Raiders, we're going to be tied for first place. So basically you may as well just say this division is 0-0 after tomorrow because that's another thing. That's the type of mentality that this team needs to have going forward. Forget about this loss. Forget about it. Obviously, look back in the film. Keep going. Just make adjustments. But when you head to Las Vegas next week, when you get ready for that game, when you see a familiar face in Chandler Jones on the field, when you see all those guys that you want to fucking beat the crap out of, just go in there with a 0-0 mentality. That's the type of mentality that this team needs to have. Forget about the loss that we took. And that's one of the other things we didn't do last year. They kept those losses last year hanging on, and we got our asses whipped in the playoffs. We can't do that anymore. And Kyler Murray needs to stop doubting himself whenever he's on the sideline, when he has a bad drive, when he throws an interception, when he fumbles the ball. He needs to forget about it and just move on, kind of like how Matthew Stafford does. This dude had, 17 picks last year? Whenever he threw an interception, 9 times out of 10, he would go back out there and score. So, and that's the type of mentality Kyler needs to have. But, yeah, I mean, you may as well say our division is – yeah, I may as well put this topic back up. You may as well say our division 0-0. I don't – I don't even remember the last time this fucking division was that bad in week 1, but Jesus Christ, I mean, that's about the only good part about the division struggles. We're all going to be 0-1. Pretty much the Niners and Rams have easy opponents next week, and our game's kind of a 50-50 chance. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we could beat the Raiders? Once again, I don't trust McDaniels as a head coach. I don't whatsoever. That's why I had us winning next week. But as far as this game goes, it's just one game. I'm sure there's other teams out there like the Green Bay Packers that are going to step it up next week. So, I mean, that's how it is. Week 1, normally when you get embarrassed, you have a wake-up call. You get your ass back out there in practice. You watch film. You get better. You learn from your mistakes. And you go out there next week and you play good. I'm not saying we're going to win next week. I'm saying we're definitely going to be more competitive. I definitely see that happening. Whether we have Rondale Moore or not, I still feel like our receiving core is going to do good next week against the Raiders defense because I think they lost who was it? They lost Trayvon Marrig, I think. And they lost another guy. I forgot who it was. I think it was Abrams. I forgot his name. But, the Chiefs defense wasn't really as good either. Like, on paper, at least, it wasn't. And people were talking about the Chiefs' defense being complete garbage this season. But you had guys like Chris Jones, Carlos Dunlap, who signed with the Chiefs. Their pass rush in general was pretty good. But their secondary, I mean, like, it's just shit change. I mean, like, it changes, Like, it's when you least expect it, sometimes it comes out of nowhere and just shocks you. And that's what Kansas City's secondary did. They held Kyler Murray under 200 passing yards. They didn't really, besides that one drive where Connor scored, they kind of held him in check. So, but let me know what you guys think. You guys think we'll bounce back next week? I kind of think we do. I will be streaming that game too, by the way, so make sure you stop by. But yeah, Cardinals get embarrassed 44-21. It's not really a shocker for me. I was prepared to lose this game. Obviously, I'm still upset about it, but at the end of the day, there's 17 games in the season. Quite frankly, with the way the NFC is looking, we don't really need to win that many games to make the playoffs. I really don't think we do. But you have teams that came out of nowhere this week. Geez, the Giants, even the Falcons, even though they lost, they were beating the Saints for a good amount of time. The Texans, they were up 20-3 at one point. That's how week 1 is. But, they'll probably go back to reality. Like, teams will, we'll find out who the real contenders are in the near future. But for right now, Cardinals take the loss. Yeah, like David said, Russell Wilson will show the Sea Chickens what they're missing tomorrow night. But yeah, division struggles. We're all going to be 0-1. Granted, yeah. I'm just saying, if we had actually made adjustments, which by the looks of it, we really didn't, we could have easily been first in our division by default. But that's what this team is, especially with Kingsbury. We kind of blow opportunities when it matters. And I don't want to hear anybody else say, oh, this is going to be the 3rd straight year where the team that's hosting the Super Bowl is going to be playing in it. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't expect us to make the Super Bowl. Hey, if we do, I'll be happy. And I'll definitely want us to win. But at the end of the day, I'm also a realist. Just people need to stop saying that because I'm tired of it. But anyways, is there anything else I'm really missing? I don't really think so. I've been on here for 50 minutes talking about this game, talking about our division, talking about what we need to improve on. Shout out to Awesome Kid for being on here too. Make sure to leave a like, guys. It would mean a lot. There's 14 people in here right now. make sure to leave a like and sub up if you're new. I think I'm at 165 subs right now, on the road to 200. So make sure to like up the stream if you haven't already. Leave a sub up if you're new to the channel. Once again, I do the Cardinals and Phoenix Suns, sometimes the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm contemplating if I should do playoff baseball. I don't think I will, just because it'll be football season. But I'm contemplating doing other teams pretty soon. But for right now, I'm just going to be doing my team. So if you're not a Cardinals fan, if you're an NFC West fan of another team, I still talk about our division. So make sure to check those out. I'll be dropping my week 2 pick'em videos after the Monday night game. So Tuesday, I'll be dropping my week 2 prediction video. So make sure you guys check that out. It is a new sequel that I'm doing. It's a new thing that I'm doing. It would mean a lot if you guys showed support. Give me your thoughts on who's going to win week 2 in the comment section. Actually, for the for the lock of the week, I had it being the Niners and Bears. Like, I probably should have done the Ravens and Jets or some shit like that, but the Bears came out of nowhere. I'm 0-1 on my lock record right now. For the upset record, I actually pulled it off. I had the Giants upsetting the Titans, and that's exactly what happened. So hats off to the Giant fans, though. YTC, Giants Nation. Brandon, I haven't really talked to you that much, but I know you're friends with YTC, so shout out to you and your team. But shout out to Kansas City. They came to play. They came in our stadium. They whooped ass. They did what they needed to do. To be honest, I still can't stand your fan base. I can't stand you guys, but I'll give you guys credit where it's due. You guys came in and dominated us. That's really all I can say, really. You guys own us hardcore. We can never beat this fucking team, and we probably never will. But, I digress. Yep, like TOP said, for any of you Bear fans, bear down. Yep. Hey, listen, I doubted the Bears. I thought they were going to get their asses whooped, but they proved me wrong. I'm happy that they won. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy the Niners lost. I'm happy all of us are going to be 0-1. Like I said, just call us 0-0 for next week. You may as well, because all of our division is basically going to be tied for first place after tomorrow. Because, once again, the Broncos are going to whoop the shit out of the Seahawks. And if they don't, I swear to God, I will feel embarrassed. And Niner fans and Ram fans should feel embarrassed too. If the Seahawks have the lead of the division by tomorrow, we should all feel embarrassed. Even though it's only week 1, I don't care. There's absolutely no reason Seattle should be ahead of the division tomorrow. But they're supposed to be the shit of our division, which they probably will be. But damn, it is only week 1, so anything can happen. But obviously I'm mad my team lost, but at the end of the day, it's one game. We still got 16 more games left. Like I said, I think we can only in order to get in the playoffs, I think we only need 9, 10 wins, maybe 11. So the NFC is not really that tough anymore. So, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. The NFC is not really that good on paper anymore, but you had NFC teams that completely pulled off the unthinkable, starting with the fucking New York Football Giants. But that's, once again, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think I said everything I needed to say. Once again, for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm the AZTRL. You guys can just call me TRL. But if you guys are new here, make sure to leave a like. It would mean a lot. Once again, I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon because I said everything I needed to say. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by. TOP, if the G unit pulls through. Hey, we'll see. If the Giants make the playoffs, then they're going to pay Daniel Jones. It doesn't matter how far they make it. But that's all I really got, guys. Congrats to the teams that won. If you guys aren't a fan of the Cardinals, congrats to your guys' team that won today. Kudos to the Bills, Bears, soon to be the Broncos, for making our division suffer too. David says the season is still open. No one has come out as the best team in the NFC. Yeah, that's a fact. Even I don't know if Tampa Bay is winning right now, but that was my pick to be the best team in the NFC this year, record-wise, heading into the playoffs. And I had the Packers being the second best, but once again, it's only week 1, so we'll see how they do in the future. But I meant Geno. Oh, you meant Geno Smith. Oh, fuck, my bad. I thought you meant Gene Unit like Giants or some shit. All right, yeah. All right, yeah, my bad. Yeah, if Geno pulls through, that'll be holy shit. That'll just make our entire division look bad. But yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, I had the Packers. I had the top 3 teams being the Buccaneers, Packers, Niners, and Eagles. I had those being the division winners in the NFC. And who knows? All of that can still happen, especially with the Eagles, the Niners. Um, could the Vikings win the division? I absolutely have no idea. But the Buccaneers, it's clear as day they're going to win their division. So there's still plenty of spots like available, even by week 8, week 9. We'll still have a really good chance to make the playoffs. I'm not really upset that much about this loss. I'm still upset, but not that much. I mean, I thought we were going to lose this game, and that's what happened. So once again, it's only week 1. So Cardinal fans, don't slit your wrist yet. I know you guys want to. Don't fucking do it yet. It's only week 1. So calm the fuck down. All right. There's plenty of teams that have started 0-1 and came back and made the playoffs and even won the Super Bowl. So calm the fuck down for those of you guys that are fucking pissing in your fucking, like, I don't know, just whatever. But still plenty of opportunities. Yeah, I don't think I left anything out. I pretty much said everything. Austin Kidd came on here and said everything too. But real quick, if you guys want to hop on here, talk about your guys' team real quick, I'll let you guys do it. I'll just be, chilling in here for a few more minutes. But I mean, yep, Cardinals lose in bad fashion. To be honest, once again, not blaming our quarterback, even though he did not play like a fucking $49 million a year quarterback today. I'm not going to hate on him. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. He didn't even throw an interception, so his accuracy, what was he, like 22 for 32 completion percentage wise? So not really much to talk about when bad wise when it comes to Kyler, but I mean, overall the team didn't show up. We all know that. Patrick Mahomes dominated us. Isaiah Simmons, I don't know what's going on with him. Travis Kelce dominated the living shit out of him. But wait, hold up. All right, TOP is here. Bears fan. Yeah, but I'll be on here for a few more minutes. I guess, yeah, TOP. I guess you're
It's
fucking
all
happy.
good.
Yep.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cardinals Nation. Well, not Giants Nation turning into a Cardinals fan, obviously, but Cards Nation out there, sub this man up. The ACTRL, your favorite highway speeding, ram hating motherfucker in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
I'm just fucking around. Yeah, the number 1 Rams hater in the world, bro. Yo, sub him up, man.
In the world. I got no other hate. Well, I do have hate for the other teams, but yeah, fuck the Rams even more. But
And I'm the
yeah,
number 1 Packers hater in the world. I'm glad they lost today. So yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and everyone in the chat who fucking is a NFC West fan or Cardinals fan, Rams fan, whatever. Yeah, shout out to his team for beating the fucking the Bears, or no, not the fucking Bears, the Niners.
What?
So
What's
yep.
up, Teal?
What
Yep.
up?
So yeah, David with the popcorn logo. Yep. But for the 9 people in here, make sure you like it up, sub up if you're new.
Yeah.
Once again, I do the Cardinals and Suns. I tried to do baseball, but no one really watches that these days. So,
Yeah, well, I got my boy TRL, bro. We talk about the Cardinals and stuff like that.
And real quick, and I'll ask TOP and Austin Kid this real quick. Let me know what you guys think about the week 2 matchups for your guys' team.
I'm
Hey,
coming off a high right now. I don't know.
we still beat
I don't
the
know,
Rays.
man. I hope
If
we
beat the Rays,
beat the.
we have a problem.
Yeah, I hope we beat the brakes off of them. That's where I'm at with it. Realistically, I don't see us really beating them. I mean, it pains me to say that, but and who knows? Anything can happen.
If we don't beat the Rays, we have a problem. We should be able to beat them.
Okay, listen, I said I don't trust McDaniels as a head coach, and I'm going to stick by it until he beats us. So that's where I'm at. Clearly, the way he played today, even with Devontae Adams having a good game and only scoring 19 points, something's going on with that fucking team. So And
Yeah.
I think, I mean, the Chargers, they're going to be good this year. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, 19 points with that kind of offense, like, really?
Yeah, and speaking of Devontae Adams, you know this man, Aaron Rodgers, is missing him right now.
Yeah, you know, yeah, he was missing him, bro.
He was missing him today, at least.
Yeah, he was definitely missing. Wait, how many points did they have? 7?
I think
they have
3 to 7.
I think it's 3.
Yeah, the Packers had 7 points today.
7 points? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
like,
hopefully they get 7 points next game too.
That's like the only team that had the worst offensive game than we did. Like, is there another team? Actually, no, the Rams, they played worse than us by far. But I mean, like, there's not that many teams that played as shit as we did, especially defensively. I mean, fuck.
I mean, that's the Chiefs, though. The Chiefs are the Chiefs are a freaking great team. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, clearly they don't have Tyreek Hill, but they still, it's Patrick Mahomes out there.
Yeah, and I looked. Okay, every time Mahomes scored a touchdown, he was like flexing up and shit. So yeah, you can clearly tell he's pissed off about people saying he needed Tyreek Hill. So definitely on a quest to prove people wrong for that, and he started off pretty good. So I mean, but. Yeah, Cardinals get their asses whooped. TOP, yeah, Bears fan right here. Yep.
It's funny that Juju fumbled the ball.
Shout out to his team. If you're a Cardinals fan, shout out to his team. We kind of needed the Niners to lose because everyone's basically 0-0 in our division still. Basically.
You're welcome.
I mean, like, week 2, though, the Niners and Rams have it easy. I mean, the Niners play the fucking Seahawks, and Russell Wilson's not there to own them, so... Shit.
And if they somehow use the Seahawks, bro.
And the Rams play Chokelana, so yeah, Oh yeah, come to think of it, the Falcons did choke again, didn't they? Come to think of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were up big against New Orleans, and
they don't even have Matt Ryan, bro, and they still choking.
I mean, Mariota's not the guy, really, so. But
Yeah, but you never know. So, crazy things happen in the NFL all the time. That's why I keep saying any given Sunday. So that's why Gavin and J Mouse and all of them are hiding right now. So
I mean, John.
Come on, but they forever.
Dude, I feel bad for Gavin. First, he had to change his profile picture because Hugheschick wasn't a captain, and now he has to fucking go through the fucking laws.
You know what? I was kind of upset because I didn't see Michael sing the Alabama.
Yo, and like. On Twitter too, because you know me, I look at Twitter, I look at shit talk sometimes. This dude, Michael and Gavin have been going back and forth, and I'm surprised Michael hasn't been on the streams lately too, because I felt like he'd be talking shit a lot, especially. But
and he got college.
Yeah, he does.
He was on the stream.
I mean, I did too, but yeah, that's it's Sunday, so yeah, fuck that right now. But tomorrow, basically, when Seahawks get their asses whooped.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun time for me.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
FCL.
It's gonna be the first time in my life I ever root for Russell Wilson. So there you go.
FCL, bro. FCL of everything up there. Even though I lived there, FCL and what? FDL logo. Jamar.
Yeah, Austin Kid's gonna be dipping his ass. He's gonna be dipping out of Seattle when he gets older.
I know, I'm making fun of my friend somehow because he's talking shit to me all day. So.
Basically, but hey Corey, I see you're backstage. It's not letting me put you on your. Oh, there we go. What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey?
Hey, so real quick, what do you think about how your team played? I know they lost. What do you think about that? Corey.
Congratulations to the Bears.
Yep.
For winning today.
Michael's in white. Okay, yeah, so he is talking trash, but I mean, hey, the Giants won, so there's not much to talk about.
Schultz is a really, really good.
Yeah, no, that upset me very much.
I actually predicted that right. I predicted the Titans.
Congratulations to the Bears.
Corey, your background's too loud.
Yeah, your background's kind of loud, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, congrats to the Bears.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man.
Thank
fucking
you.
Tennessee choking.
Oh, you wanted the Giants to lose so you can rub it in?
Hell yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like,
you kidding me, dude?
Hey, we're 1-0 and you're 0-1. Fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, YTC, Queen RJ, aka Giants Nation, and freaking Brenda over there would
Oh,
talk
wow.
mesh ish. So no, I gotta, I guess we'll see in week 4, and then we can settle this once and for all. So
Yeah, so I mean, hey, at least you can talk to Niner fans, I guess. But hey,
Congratulations to the Bear fans.
Yep.
Y'all beat us
your
today.
congratulations are accepted.
Corey, what do you think about Trey Lance?
I like that he took the responsibility that it was on him, but it really was the whole team to me. You know, the penalties. We really beat ourselves today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With our help.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, Justin Fields had 8 completions, and they were still able to pull it through. So something's going on there. I mean, I don't think your defense was the issue. The offense just didn't pull it through. I mean, 8 completions though, and winning the game. I mean, that's crazy to be honest.
Yeah, we were just every time
Yeah, it was
every time we were supposed to get off the field, penalty.
Yeah, penalty.
We had them stop, and then we do something stupid.
And the beautiful part about that was that the Bears had 0 penalties in the second half.
Yeah.
0 in the second half.
0 penalties in the second half, man. That's what a well-coached team is. And that's what I've been saying this whole time.
And overall in the game?
Overall in the game, I think we had like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. So you were right about that. You obviously did make adjustments in the second half.
Yeah, penalties was what was killing us last year, and we had a clown for a head coach. So and now, well, we see what we look like if we were actually, better prepared. I mean, but now we lack some talent. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Oh my God, we're world beaters and all that stuff. We're not. I mean, we lack talent. But if we do get talent with this coach, and Justin Fields keeps improving, hey, I got a good feeling.
Yeah, I'd say that too. I mean, shit. But
I'm about to get off. I just came on to say congratulations to the guy up there. I saw you was a Bear fan. I wanted to say congratulations on your win.
Thank
you. On your season.
You too.
And y'all play Green Bay next week, right?
Yep, they do.
Yep. Unfortunately,
Beat Green Bay for me.
Yeah. No guarantees, but I'll try. We'll I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Later, man. Always good having you on here. But yep. Yeah, so I don't think I missed out on anything. I mean, I talked about our loss, talked about week 1 in general, talked about what we need to improve on. Sort of already a preview I talked about for week 2 against the Raiders, but like I said, anything had happened in the first 4 weeks, to be honest, 3 weeks or so. But our schedule, though, it's not really promising. We play the Raiders, and then we got the Rams, the Panthers, who we never beat. And then, which, I mean, the thing is, Baker can't beat Kyler, but we can't beat the Panthers. So that'll be interesting to see, actually. But
hey, they don't got Cam Newton no more, so you should be good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make that "I'm back" joke anymore.
Hey man, if we beat the Packers, I mean y'all can't make that. Well, we still own you.
Okay, but record-wise, he still does own you. I'm not trying to talk
whatever.
Shit. I'm just saying, record-wise.
He still does. Yep, he does.
Yeah. So I mean, hey,
he's gonna be owning a spot in Jeopardy.
Okay, listen, the Bears are gonna start 2-1 at least, if not 3-1. They got the Packers, which I think will be a loss. No offense, but then they got the Texans and Giants. So I think they'll definitely beat the Texans. The Giants, maybe.
Definitely.
So who knows? You guys can start 3-1 this year. I mean, shit.
Yeah, man. I just hope we keep competitive. I mean, like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So
NFC
we'll see what develops.
NFC is so trash that anyone can make the playoff. I mean, even the Lions were competitive. They put up 35. Like, goddamn.
And they still lost.
The hurt business. Yep. But
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, TOP's
Y'all better recognize.
TOP's favorite non-Bear player, by the way, apparently. But yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've been on here for 70 minutes, so
It
guess it's a good time to call it a wrap. I appreciate everyone coming on here. Make sure to leave a like, comment what you think about the game. Obviously, there's not much to fucking say because we got our asses whooped, but leave a sub up if you're new. Once again, I'll be dropping my week 2 picks on Tuesday after the Monday night game. I just need to do the score editing and the music background, which I change every week. So I'll have some good predictions for that on Tuesday. But I don't know, anything else you guys want to say before I end it?
Fire Kingsbury. No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like that.
Yeah,
end of the season. End of the season. I'm gonna act like that.
And you know I'm gonna gloat, man. Yeah, 49er fans, y'all was talking all that trash and you lost. But yeah, go Bears. And good luck to the Cardinals too, man. I mean, hopefully sometime down the road, we might have time for a matchup, in the playoffs, maybe.
We're gonna win.
I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, I don't think you want that, but hey, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we do want it. Hey, you never know. But hey, yeah, y'all have a good night. And I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna have more decorum, but you know the drill. F all y'all teams, all right?
All our teams. Yep. Back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, but Awesome Kid, any final words?
Well, we got next game. It wasn't our day. Like, it wasn't our day. It was never our day at all.
Nope, but yeah, it's week 1. I wouldn't say fire Kingsbury already, but yeah, it's all.
I wouldn't say. I was just making a joke.
Yeah, so
but
yeah, up Carcast. But anyway, guys, showing his face. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's his face.
I like my background with the lights and shit. I like it. So yeah, why not show before I end it? But yeah, Cardinals take the L 44-21. I've been on here for an hour and 12 minutes, so I feel like I should have said everything I needed to say. I'm glad I didn't go on a rant because I thought I was actually going to do that before this thing started. I thought I was going to be super pissed, but while I was on the way home, I actually realized it's only week 1. We still got 16 games left. Even with the toughness of our schedule, I still feel like we have what it takes. Like I said, the NFC is not really that good anymore. So, I mean, we don't really need that much wins to make the playoffs. But, yep, that's where I'm at. Make sure there's people in here, so make sure you leave a like, comment your thoughts on the game if you weren't able to stop by, and sub up if you're new to the channel. It would mean a lot. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. See you guys in the next one. Go Cardinals, and peace out.
All right, peace.
Later.